Y'all, you probably think the Toronto Blue Jays are just sitting back watching free agency unfold, but hold up. Breaking news today. Blue Jays extend $22 million qualifying offer to Bichette, and the clock is ticking. We're talking about a two-time All-Star whose value just exploded after that World Series run, and insiders are already saying he's walking away from this deal. This is the first domino to fall in what could be the wildest offseason we've seen in years. I'm your diehard Jays fan who's been bleeding blue and white since the Alomar glory days, and today I'm breaking down why this move is way bigger than just one shortstop. But here's the kicker. What if losing Bo is actually the master plan that sets us up for something massive? Stick around because this gets wild. If you're a true fan of the Blue Jays and you want to stay ahead of every move this offseason, smash that like button right now, drop a comment with your boldest prediction, and hit subscribe so you don't miss a single update. Let's get into it. So here's what went down earlier today. The Blue Jays officially extended a qualifying offer to Bichette worth $22.025 million for the 2026 season. This is huge, folks. Bo becomes the first free agent to receive a qualifying offer this winter, and according to USA Today's Bob Nightingale, he's guaranteed to reject it. The deadline for teams to issue these offers is 5 p.m. Eastern today, and players then have a set window to accept or decline. Since this qualifying offer system started back in 2012, only 14 players have ever accepted one. That tells you everything you need to know about how rare it is for a star to take this deal. Now let's pump the brakes and talk about where the Blue Jays are right now. This past season was a roller coaster. We saw flashes of brilliance, but also stretches where the offense went ice cold and the pitching rotation couldn't find consistency. The AL East is an absolute war zone with the Yankees retooling, the Orioles staying dangerous, and the Red Sox always lurking. We finished outside the playoff picture, and that stings. Rogers Center was rocking during homestands, but we need more than just atmosphere. We need results. The front office knows it. The fans know it. And Bichette definitely knows it after putting together a rebound season and then lighting it up on the biggest stage during the World Series. Here's where things get spicy. Bo's stock just skyrocketed. Reports are saying his performance in the Fall Classic could have doubled or even tripled his market value. We're talking about a player who was already a two-time All-Star, and now he's fresh off proving he can perform under the brightest lights in baseball. That $22 million qualifying offer? It's a formality. Bo's agent is probably laughing at that number right now because there are teams out there ready to throw $200 million his way. The Dodgers, Yankees, Mets, even the Cubs are all lurking as potential suitors. Teams with deep pockets and championship windows wide open. But wait, there's a twist coming. If Bo walks and signs elsewhere, the Blue Jays don't just lose their star shortstop, they gain something critical: draft pick compensation. That's right. Under the qualifying offer system, when a player rejects the QO and signs with another team, his former club receives a compensation pick in the next draft, and the team that signs him? They forfeit picks based on their luxury tax status. For a rebuilding or retooling franchise like ours, those draft picks could be gold. We're talking about potential future stars, high-ceiling prospects that could form the core of our next championship run. Now here's where it gets interesting. The Blue Jays aren't the only team playing this game today. League insiders are projecting that Kyle Schwarber with the Phillies, Kyle Tucker with the Cubs, Ranger Suarez, Framber Valdez with the Astros, Zach Gallen with the Diamondbacks, and Edwin Diaz with the Mets could all receive qualifying offers before that 5 p.m. deadline hits. None of these are confirmed yet, but they all fit the profile. Star-level performance, no prior qualifying offer, and clear leverage to test the open market. This is shaping up to be one of the most aggressive free agency periods we've seen in years. Let's dive deeper into what this means for the Blue Jays from a roster standpoint. Losing Bichette leaves a massive hole at shortstop. He's been the heartbeat of this lineup for years. His energy, his clutch hits, his defensive plays that save games. You can't just replace that overnight. But here's the thing. The Blue Jays have been developing young talent down in AAA Buffalo. We've got prospects ready to step up. And with the financial flexibility that comes from not paying Bo $200 million over the next 6 or 7 years, the front office can pivot. Maybe we make a run at a top-tier starting pitcher. Maybe we bolster the bullpen. Maybe we go after another big bat to pair with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and keep that offense dangerous. Blue Jays fans, comment your city below. Let's map out just how far Jays Nation spreads and show everyone we're Canada's team with the loudest fans. Seriously, drop that comment right now. I want to see Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, all across the country and beyond. From a tactical standpoint, John Schneider and the coaching staff have some serious decisions to make. Do we shift someone internally to short? Do we sign a veteran stopgap? Do we go young and hungry with a prospect? Each path has risks and rewards. If we go internal, we save money but gamble on unproven talent. If we sign a vet, we get stability but potentially block a young star from developing. If we promote from within, we inject energy and upside but accept growing pains. Schneider's already shown he's not afraid to make bold moves. Remember when he shook up the rotation mid-season, or when he trusted young arms in high-leverage spots? That same mentality needs to apply here. And let's talk money for a second. The Blue Jays have payroll flexibility, but we're not the Dodgers or Yankees. We can't just throw blank checks at every problem. Ownership has made it clear they want to compete, but they also want to be smart. That means calculated risks. That means building a sustainable winner, not just a one-year wonder. If Bo rejects this qualifying offer, which all signs point to, the front office can reallocate that $22 million, spread it across multiple positions, address depth issues, maybe even extend Vlad Jr. before he hits free agency and becomes the next bidding war. Now here's the kicker. What if this is all part of a bigger plan? Stay with me. The Blue Jays extend the QO knowing Bo's gonna walk. They get the draft pick compensation, they free up payroll. And then they turn around and make a splash in free agency or via trade. Imagine landing a guy like Corbin Burns to anchor the rotation. Or reuniting with Marcus Semien to fill that infield void and bring veteran leadership. Or going after a power bat like Pete Alonso to give Vlad some protection in the lineup. Suddenly, losing Bo doesn't feel like a disaster. It feels like an opportunity. Let's talk scenarios. Optimistic outlook, Bo walks, we land 2 impact free agents, our young pitching takes a leap, and we're right back in the playoff hunt next October. Realistic outlook, we take a step back in 2026, develop our prospects, retool the roster, and position ourselves for a 2027 championship push. Pessimistic outlook, we lose Bo, whiff on free agents, and spiral into another rebuild that leaves fans frustrated for years. Which one happens depends entirely on what Mark Shapiro and Ross Atkins do over the next few months. Key dates to circle on your calendar. The winter meetings are coming up in early December. That's when the trade market heats up and teams start making aggressive moves. The trade deadline isn't until July, but groundwork gets laid now. Free agency is already underway, and big names will start signing over the next few weeks. And don't sleep on spring training. That's where we'll see who's competing for jobs, who's earning trust, and what this 2026 roster actually looks like when the games start to matter. Here's what keeps me up at night as a Blue Jays fan. We've been so close so many times. We've had the talent, we've had the potential, but we keep falling short. Is this offseason the one where we finally get it right? Is losing Bo the wake-up call the front office needs to go all in? Or are we about to watch another star walk out the door and sign with a contender while we're left picking up the pieces? I don't have all the answers, but I know this. Jays Nation deserves a winner. We deserve October baseball. We deserve to see another championship banner hanging at Rogers Center. Before you go, let me ask you this. Who do you want to see in a Blue Jays uniform next season? Are you team sign a big free agent? Are you team develop from within? Are you team blow it all up and rebuild? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. I read every single one, and I want to know where your head's at. And if you made it this far, you're a real one. Smash that like button, share this video with every Blue Jays fan you know, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Because trust me, this offseason is just getting started, and the moves we make over the next few weeks will define this franchise for years to come. The Bo Bichette era might be ending, but the next chapter of Blue Jays baseball is about to be written. And I'll be here breaking down every move, every rumor, every bombshell as it happens. Let's ride, Jays Nation. We've been through worse, and we've always come out stronger. This time won't be any different.